So something's happened in our industry, and it's not just my industry here as motorcycle mechanic, but it's automotive, heavy duty, auto body, restoration, any form of mechanical repair and maintenance. And it sucks. We all know how toxic most of the chemicals we use in our industries are. We know it. It's part of the job, okay? We know we're supposed to use paint in ventilated areas, and we know we're not supposed to breathe all of the crap we breathe on a daily basis, but that is literally just what we have to do sometimes when we're keeping all of the people's equipment, toys, vehicles, everything they need to do what they do, working. And that's what we get paid for. And we're talking about brake clean. Brake clean as of January 1st, 2025 isn't gonna work anymore. It sucks. And we all knew this was coming because every rep from every parts distributor has been coming to try and pump as much brake clean into our shops as possible before it changes, because they know their own product sucks. And I'm gonna show you how bad it is. And then I'm gonna show you something that is out right away that's as good or better than the stuff we used to use. And it's so good. I'm so happy it's coming because, man, I didn't know what we were gonna do. I'll show you all the stuff I've tried and nothing works. But this is coming, and I got to test the first of the batch, and it's great. So, fucking Martin Scorsese behind the camera here. Okay, so we use brake clean for cleaning brakes. Sometimes. It's very not the number one thing we use it for. We like it because it evaporates so fast, and no longer we have a greasy crap on there, and it takes care of the grunge. Most of the time we're using it for cleaning the inside of an engine case, a gearbox, we're cleaning out an oil pan, we're cleaning off valve covers, we're cleaning up oil that we or the shop monkey spilled all over an engine. Okay, we need that stuff to make sure that whatever we're reassembling is perfectly free of all the crap that was in there that probably made the component fail in the first place. We have to clean our gasket surfaces, everything. Brake clean is vital to what we do, and without it, we are definitely panicking. But like I said, we have something that's working, and I'm gonna show you all the crap that's out now. And these are the cans that we recognize because we've been using them for 20 years, right? So I'll show you what we got. I'll show you the cans that you recognize, and so you can see what we're talking about. But like, we all know this one, okay? Clean Flow has been making most of the products that are in different labels for most of our shops, right? Unless you're, I don't know where you are, but I know in Canada, this is what we need, right? This is the new stuff, hate it. Another can, just like it. This one we were getting at Princess Auto for $3.99 when they'd say they were on special. Also changed. The can looks the same, except it's got this crap on it, okay? Now, this is okay if they could make the formula work, which someone's doing. CRC, right? This one's orange. I've never seen it orange before. It's always red, but even the last batch of red ones was the new compliant stuff that, it's awful. It's crap. This is the stuff that'll, this is the worst one. Don't ever get this shit hot. You'll die. It's chlorinated. It's awful. So this is still available, but it's still as bad as it ever was. And even this stuff is no longer VOC compliant. It's almost 100% alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Can't even use rubbing alcohol. I think our parents used to feed this shit to us. Anyway, what do we need this for? Let's show you what we're cleaning. Now, I'm a motorcycle shop, so I don't have a big truck to show you, but it's the same grease. Okay, this is an oil seal that's leaked. Okay, it's crap, it's terrible, but it's oil, so it should come off nice and clean. I got a funnel full of dirty oil. Got a gearbox with, he failed that engine. Power tool, ABS plastics, okay, rubbers, that's important. Our tools, these are cheap, right? We don't spend any money on this crap, and we definitely never have used brake clean to clean all of our plastics. CV grease. Oh, we love this crap, don't we? It gets everywhere, and the only thing that cleans it out is this is my equivalent of a 2-post hoist. It's covered in crap from ripping apart bikes. I do have a 2-post hoist here. It is also covered in grease, but this will work, okay? It's powder coated paint with grunge and oil on it. I'll show you how that works on there. And lastly, I'm gonna pour some oil on this engine to simulate what it's like when we screw up and we spill oil on an engine, because that's pretty common too. I might even bring out a brake rotor and show you how it cleans on brakes, because, you know, I guess that does get used for that sometimes. I actually don't like getting grease on my hands. So, let's start with a case here, okay? I'll show you the problem that we're having. The reality is, we need brake clean to get rid of the oil and grunge, but also evaporate. This is Clean Flow 313. You recognize the can. Still isn't evaporating, and this whole fucking area smells like acetone, because somehow acetone got allowed. It's not toxic enough in the air, apparently, which I don't think is right. This is still not dry. Still not dry. Still not dry. What in the fuck are we supposed to do with that crap? M-zone. It's still not fucking dry. Oh man, I'm gonna get high as fuck on that crap too. So there's more acetone. It's the same stuff. So there's our VOC compliant label. Okay, that doesn't work. That one dried a little more, but still not dry. This is a brake clean from CRC. Oh, that one worked a little better. It's a little drier too. Still stinky. Not as much acetone in that one. It's not great. I don't see the label on that one. Oh, that one's great, better, but still not good enough. Let's see here. This is the stuff, if you get it hot, literally you'll choke and barely be able to breathe, because this is the chlorinated. It says non-chlorinated. That's bullshit. I don't know. This stuff gets hot. It sucks. Oh. Got a nice powerful mist to go over your parts too, so that's going to blast off your crap. Oh, it's acetone. They swapped that one out. That used to be different. So the green can is no longer the green can, even if you liked the green can. That's acetone. This is different. These are, again, weird. One company, okay, 2 products. The orange one's not the worst I've ever seen. All right. I'm gonna bring out a bottle of the original crap that we used to have. I'll show you the can that I get it from. This is the last of what we got from this. This is from Lordco, okay? It's actually made by Clean Flow, and I bought this back in September, so it was the best of the last of stuff, okay? Now, I was almost out of it, but I saved enough for 1 bottle. So I've got a bottle under here sealed up. I wish you could smell it through the camera, but that is definitely the crap that we've loved for years. All right, here's that stuff, okay? Now this is what we've been using for, I don't know, 40 years. Not gonna lie, I've only been mechanicking for about 25, but I know it's been around since before I was working because it smelled great. So I like going to the car shops and smelling the mechanics working with that crap. That might explain a lot of things to my brain development.
Something's fucky.
Yeah, good stuff. Okay, cleans it off, and if I blow on it, it goes dry. Dry. That's what we need. This is what we need, but we don't get this anymore. This is the last bottle I have. Most shops bought like $1,500 worth of cans to keep it in their shop so they could still function while they were trying to get something else to work. Also, when I was buying all these cans, I didn't even look at the price. This crap that works fairly decent is $16 a can. I don't know about your mechanics, but I know myself and the ones that I used to have in my shop would blast through one of these bottles in an oil change and a half, and that's a lot. Your shop supplies don't cover that. So they also sell a red can, and it is just as bad as the green can, and this one was not bad, but $16 a can. Now, I'm going to show you what a company has sent me to practice, to see, not practice, but to sample to see how their new formula is going to work for us. And it works. So I'll show you what I got. So this company I've worked with a long time. They've always had the best penetrating fluid and an incredible engine additive and diesel fuel conditioner. Back when I used to have a European car shop, I used their diesel fuel conditioner exclusively. But they knew that this was a problem, so they are working on and have developed a brake cleaner. It's called Katz is the brand, okay? Cat smoking a cigar, whatever. But this is a hell of a product. So this is their first sample that they've sent with a label on it. They sent me 2 other samples that worked incredible. And I've been waiting to get the stuff. So they are going to be releasing it in an aerosol. This is not an aerosol. This is actually in a chemical for my spray bottles, because to set up an aerosol thing, you have to make sure your formula is right, because it's a lot of cans you have to buy. So they got this out to me and a few other mechanics, and their other mechanics, without talking to me, have said the same thing, that this stuff is awesome. It is absolutely compliant. It absolutely works. It won't get you high. Okay? Because it definitely doesn't have the same stuff as what it used to. So we're going to try this stuff, and I'll show you it on that. So you see I'm not changing bottles. Blew it all out, clean it out. In she goes. Now, looking down here at this stuff, okay, on this engine, we still have stuff that hasn't dried from that previous samples of stuff. Like, it just isn't drying. So here we go, we're pumped up. Give it a spray to make sure the shit in there is not the old stuff, okay? I've never had brake clean dry as fast as this stuff does. It blasts it off. It's like vaporizer. It's cron. Like it's awesome. Okay. Fantastic. Now you'll say, well, you soaked it in all the other brands of stuff. Fair enough. All right. Well, let's see what else we can do here. Let me take this. Where else do we got? I haven't soaked that. That's just oil, okay? I don't think that's a tough enough example. So let me just rotate this around. I need to make sure that it is definitely the same kind of material. So, ooh, how about this? The other half of that engine hasn't had any crap sprayed on it. Okay, this is the exact same spot, but on the other block. other half of the block. Yeah, you watched that. That's exactly how we remember it. And this is a cold engine, okay? It evaporates fast, gets rid of the oil fast. That's white gloves, boys. Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna prep this CV axle. It's an old quad CV axle, so it's the same grease as we use in cars, trucks. It's crap. I'll prep both sides so we have the same kind of fresh grease for everyone to test this crap on. And then we'll see how that chemicals, all the other stuff, the new stuff, old stuff, whatever we have works, okay? So this will just be sped up, which is fine. I will spray the even nicer grease. This has not been contaminated with the new stuff because that gives it the best chance of succeeding, all right? This stuff is full of bad grunge, but this one is still, you know, not exposed to the elements. So let's go with the first one. We recognize this crap because it's the same can that they all kind of have, and it is what it is. Look at this. Look at the stuff coming into my white glove. There's nothing in there. There's none of that grease is in there. Oh, fucking it stinks so bad, but if you like that stuff. Okay, same with high flow 313. A little higher pressure. Nothing. Okay, and yeah, it's just hanging out. That'll work great for brakes. This is that slightly better stuff. I mean, better put the crap on there first. So this is what most of you are going to find when your shop, you know, your shop foreman and your shop owner go to look. It's $16 a can, or probably 12 or 13 bucks a can, you know. Oh, that's a great spray pattern. Nothing. Cool. All right, this one I expect to work pretty good because it's so fucking expensive. Yeah, there you go. Look, see? Grease. Okay. And it dries pretty good. Honestly, it's not the worst chemical, but holy Christ is it expensive. All right. Now I've got in this bottle, this is the classic stuff. So I got to swap between because you know what it's like. You only end up with one working nozzle out of two bottles sometimes. Just try it. Ooh, not tasty. Okay. Now first I'll try it on this side just to show you guys that it does the same thing as that other stuff. Okay. Right? Really gets that grease out of there. Okay. All right. And I'll go over here to this side. This is the dirty stuff. Okay. You can see it's actually getting that grease out of there. Oh. Right? Okay. I didn't spray any of the new stuff inside this joint, so it's only going to be the new stuff. And again, cat's ass, you can tell because it doesn't smell. I'm pumped about this. Okay, this has never been hit by anybody else's chemical. Look at that. Guys, I would say that's better than the old shit. I feel like Billy Mays here, but honestly, that's impressive. It works. That's all that matters. It fucking works. We're at the end of our job now. Okay? We clean up our tools. And our bloody tools are expensive. So we don't want them getting wrecked. I haven't swapped out of the bottle. It's still the Katz ass because I think we've established that it works as good as the old stuff. And we love the old stuff. Here's our new stuff. All right? Come on in here. Okay, stay there. Don't move. My cameraman likes to wander around. He's got ADHD like crazy. And here's our acetone-based stuff. Oh, I can't wait to put that in my nice clean toolbox. And it's eating it. Okay? If it's any form of like ABS-ish plastic, which this isn't, but some of our stuff is, it's gonna crack it. All right? Here's the new shit. A little agitation. Oh! It didn't even go milky, guys. Do you remember some of our tools go milky when you hit it with this stuff? Let's get the green. Look at this. Oh! Great. Okay, we all have, that's a Matco. What do we got here? Let's go with a classic snap-on. Okay. All right. Usually what we'll do, like that works. Usually we'll spray it on a rag. Okay, you all know we do this. This is exactly what we do to clean our tools. Solution. Trust me, it works on them all. I'm so happy with that. Like, look at, I haven't even like re-wet my rag. This is great. Your shop foreman, your shop guy that's in charge of the shop supplies, he's gonna be so happy he's not paying for that orange stuff, which is pretty decent from CRC. But you guys will go through it so damn fast. Look at that. Okay. Now I'll show you what it does to our equipment. All right, this is my big blue. It is the same thing as like a big 2-post hoist as far as the finish on it and the grunge that's on this. All right, like that finger is clean. It's grunge. Okay, it's grunge. So let's get the new stuff out right here. It's not going on there yet. This is the same crap that's based on all the stuff. Okay, we'll give it a fair shake. I've got none of the other chemical in this. You can wipe it off with that. Okay, but it's leaving grease. It's leaving grease on it. It's like greasy. And it's not drying. Cat's ass. Ready? Clean, dry. I just, yeah. Okay. This is just a 1050, but it's red. It's just so we can see it really easy. It's my favorite oil that I use in my industry, but you guys won't have that because it's unlikely you'll spend that kind of money on oil. We do this by accident. Obviously, this is exaggerated, okay? Pretend there's an oil cap here, all right? And you're like, oh crap, I got the perfect pour. And then, well, you're an idiot, because we are. That's what we do. Now you've got this engine in whatever you're working on covered in oil, right? Crap. Well, I'll just grab the brake clean. Sweet there. Okay, we'll just go with the green can this time. They're all working about as good, so. The fuck is this? Now we've just added a chemical that eats up all the plastic gaskets and crap. Probably some clear coat damage if there's anything on valve covers and shit. Cat's ass. This is the stuff you're going to be looking for. I think it'll be available in about a month, guys, but let me show you. Brake blaster. Just like it used to be. Yeah, they're still on there, but I poured a bunch of oil. It's good. Look at it. Gets better. All right, here's an opportunity too on this engine. What we normally would do, we see a little bit of grunge that's just slightly too much for our brake cleaner, right? We get the soft agitating brush. Look at that. This is how much we use this stuff. We never just use a little bit. That's why there's so many memes and videos of guys like poking it and shotgunning it like a beer. Because that's what we do. That's why we can't afford it. And the can is $16. That's all I need. So things change and it does suck. Honestly, it seems silly, but we were all kind of stressed about how to take care of this problem because of how important that chemical has been to our industry. And yeah, everyone that I tried, I was pissed about it. And I understand why other people were pissed about it. It's insane. But this is gonna work for us, okay? It works. And from what the rep told me, the pricing is going to be very comparable to the other bulk that's available. Probably even a little better pricing than that. But the most important thing is it works. So we're okay. Just hold up for a little bit, another month or so. You'll be able to get this stuff. But I promise you, this is the product. Okay? Rant over.